Cherelle J is a successful performer in the entertainment industry, but has found a passion for teaching women of all abilities how to find confidence in themselves through dance with her company, Heels and Feels. Whether you have 2 left feet or can naturally strut away in a pair of heels, this journey is all about self-love, feeling good, and celebration. Please put your hands together for Cherelle.
2 years ago, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I stood for. I didn't know what my purpose was. And I didn't know what moved me and made me want to get up out of bed every morning. Now, I've always been in the entertainment industry, so if I'm honest, I've had a pretty exciting career. I got to travel and be with some incredible people, and I even got to perform in front of thousands of people on live TV and on West End stages. And yeah, I just wasn't fulfilled. Now, people at the time would be like, but CJ, you're literally living the dream. But I was self-employed. I didn't know when my next job was coming in, and I was financially unstable, and trust me, that was with having quite a few jobs. But if that wasn't enough, I was taking hit after hit to my self-esteem. You're too big, you're too curvy, you're too fat, you just need to slim down. And I was getting told this relentlessly in auditions in front of hundreds of girls. And I was done. I'd lost all my confidence, and I just didn't have the love for it anymore. But around this time, I was scouted by a production company in LA. And I was told that I'd get flown out there and I would stay for 3 months and they'd look after me and they'd invest in me as my own artist and I'd get to release my own music. Now, this was my dream, and not only mine, it was everyone else's dream. Everyone else was really rooting for me. So I went and I found that extra bit of love that I thought I'd lost. And yet, on day 3 of my trip, I had an argument with my management at the time. And he had basically said that I wouldn't amount to anything without him. And that I was just too opinionated for this industry and I needed to learn how to shut up. And that I should be sending him regular pictures of my body, and the ones that I did send didn't quite show enough skin. Of course, he should be in control of my body. And lastly, that if I were to engage with any other male on this trip, it would make him feel uneasy, and therefore he'd have to terminate my contract. So I done just that. I terminated my contract. And I spent 5 weeks out in Hollywood alone trying to figure out who the hell I wanted to be. Now, it's not like when I came back to London, anything had actually changed. I was still broke. I still didn't have a job, and I definitely didn't actually know who I was. But I'd learned how to say no. I'd learned that enough is enough. Aside from performing, I've always taught people how to dance. It was my first job at 16, but if I'm honest, it was just for a bit of extra cash. But naturally, I was starting to feel empowered. I felt strong, I had a voice now, and I felt really sexy for the first time. So I just wanted to celebrate that in my newfound confidence. So I put on these open classes, and I just invited anyone and everyone to come and share with me. Just come and feel what it would be like in this space. And these classes were different. They were magical and they were therapy. You know, we talked about real shit, life, love, sex, heartache, weakness, strengths, and everything that we feel and fear as women. And it was just a place to celebrate. And we was dancing in our heels, and we was most certainly in our feels, and that's what birthed my company, Heels and Feels. And 2 years on, I've hosted 12 courses. I've sold out 2 retreats abroad. I've hosted 70 plus workshops, and I've taught hundreds of classes up and down the country. And through that, I have been grateful and lucky enough to meet thousands of successful, beautiful, strong, independent, courageous, beautiful women that I am so lucky to have met. So whether you think you do have 2 left feet, and trust me, I can help you, or you just want to dance but you don't know where to start, there is a place. It's open to anyone, and my girls have got you. It's not just me, it's my team as well. So please, if you just want to come and dance, have a good time and just feel great again, come and join me at Heels and Feels.